This is instantSalesTraining.com, another member benefit from your Nebraska Broadcasters Association. Chris Lytle here. You can join Instant Sales Training in about 30 seconds. You'll benefit from it for the rest of the year. Managers get trapped sometimes doing their old job, maintaining their status as a top biller. This is really the job of sales management. If you find yourself doing a lot of firefighting, maybe because you haven't taken enough time to develop the people who develop your top line revenues. To succeed as a sales manager, you have to get your salespeople to succeed at their jobs. I've been a seminar guy for decades, and full day seminars, and before most of them, someone would come up to me and say, "Chris, if I can get one good idea, this will be a great seminar." Now, my seminars were 6 hours long, and they had dozens of great ideas, but I realized that most people can't apply dozens of new behaviors and ideas once they get back from a 6-hour training seminar or event. Think about it. One good sales idea can make you and your salespeople a lot of money. So why not get one good sales idea a week from Instant Sales Training, listen to it, discuss it, and then act on it with a real prospect or advertiser? Like I always tell my audiences, education without action is entertainment. Let's discuss for just a second why short attention span sales learning works so well. Years ago, I went to a 3-day golf academy. I took over 15 hours of lessons and on-course instruction over a 3-day weekend. When I got back to my home course, I was worse. Too much information. I couldn't apply everything I'd learned in those 15 hours of lessons. Too much. This is my buddy Larry. Larry is a low handicapper and a former club champion. He said, "You shouldn't take 15 hours of golf lessons in a row." He says, "What I do is I work with my pro. I work on one skill, one thing with my pro for 1/2 hour. And then we go to the range. I go to the range and practice it. And then when we're in a match where there's money on the line, I use that one skill in a match. And then I go back to the pro. And we make sure that I've mastered that one thing. And then we decide what one next thing we're going to work on. Have a 1/2 hour lesson, go to the range, use it in a match, review it with the pro. Can you see how much more effective a continual learning process can be than attending a 3-day, 15-hour event like a golf academy or a training boot camp? It's a difference between a fire hose and a steady drip, drip, drip of information. That's what instant sales training really is. Now, what if you apply this idea to developing your salespeople? Well, here's what would happen. Every week, early in the week, I post a knowledge bite. A knowledge bite is an easily digestible sales idea. Get it? Now, there's also an archive, the must-have selling skills, of 300 knowledge bites already up on Instant Sales Training that you'll have full access to. Early in the week, you'll get an email from me that tells you the title of the knowledge bite, short description, and then you click here, and it takes you right to the page, once you've signed into the site, right to the page where you can download it. Page looks a little bit like this. You may want to listen before you even download anything. If you like this enough to use it in your sales meeting, download the MP3. And here's where the magic happens. You can attach the MP3 to an email to your sales team, send it out 3 to 5 days ahead of the meeting. See what you just did? You put the training in the field closer to the advertisers, the prospects. So this salesperson could hear this idea in her car and use the idea in a meeting. And then when you discuss it in your sales meeting, she'll have a story to share with the rest of the team. You can download the questions, the discussion questions, and here's what's in it for you. You've got the sales training part of your sales meeting prepped and ready in less than 5 minutes. And you'll always have content, my content, and your conversation with your team. But Chris, isn't this too easy? Shouldn't I be telling them how I sold? Shouldn't I be standing up in front of the room and training them? Great managers and great trainers facilitate the learning rather than pontificate or lecture. That's what great sales trainers do. And here's the rest. Adults learn by doing, not by hearing how the trainer did it. Salespeople gain more from discussing what they've learned and how they're going to implement that learning than they do from any lecture, audio, or video. Convinced? Here's how to get involved. Send an email to chris.lytle at instantSalesTraining.com. Put Nebraska on the subject line, and I will send you your username and password and a link to the site, and you're in. You'll be able to access all of the content, the must-have selling skills, the video training, bonus content, webinars, broadcast specific for managers and salespeople, lots of content. And all you have to do is email me. So email me now, chris.lytle, instantSalesTraining.com, put Nebraska on the subject line, and then thank Jim Tem and his team at the Nebraska Broadcasters Association for another member service. Thanks a lot. Talk soon.